Language, the bridge to understanding. Kotoba camp.
Evergreen.
Evergreen.
Of plants having green leaves throughout the year. Remaining fresh or relevant. A plant that retains green leaves throughout the year.
常绿的，四季常青的，永恒的，历久弥新的常绿植物。
The study revealed that evergreen species exhibit higher leaf mass per area and longer leaf lifespans compared to deciduous trees. Broad-leaved evergreen trees store the largest proportion of global forest biomass, accounting for over 50% of the total.
Evergreen conifers have developed specialized adaptations to survive harsh winter conditions, while maintaining photosynthetic activity.
The temperate rainforest ecosystem is dominated by large evergreen trees that can reach heights of 300 feet.
Evergreen species demonstrate photoprotective strategies to maintain their leaves during periods of environmental stress.
Evergreeness.
Evergreeness.
The evergreeness of these species provides a competitive advantage in nutrient-poor environments. Evergreen forest.
Evergreen forest. Evergreen forests play a crucial role in maintaining year-round carbon sequestration. Perennial, permanent, enduring, lasting.
持久的，永久的，持续的，持久的。
Deciduous, temporary, seasonal, ephemeral.
落叶的，暂时的，季节性的，短暂的。
Fabric.
Fabric.
A cloth or textile material produced by weaving or knitting fibers to construct or manufacture systematically.
织物、布料、结构、制造。
Advanced polymer-based fabrics exhibit remarkable tensile strength and durability in extreme conditions. The innovative nanoscale fabrics demonstrated unprecedented capabilities in thermal regulation.
Natural silk fabric's molecular structure provides insights into biomimetic material development.
The laboratory conducted rigorous tests on fabric specimens to evaluate their mechanical properties.
Smart fabrics with integrated sensors revolutionize physiological monitoring systems.
Fabricate.
Fabricate.
Scientists successfully fabricated biodegradable fabrics from renewable resources. Fabrication.
Fabrication. The fabrication process requires precise environmental control for optimal results.
Weave, textile, fiber material.
编织、纺织品、纤维、材料。
Synthetic, artificial, processed, manufactured.
合成的、人造的、加工的、制造的。
Fade.
Fade.
To gradually grow dimmer or weaker. To lose color, brightness, or intensity. A gradual decrease in intensity or strength.
逐渐消失、褪色、衰退、淡出、褪色过程。
Ultraviolet radiation causes organic pigments to fade significantly over extended exposure periods. Ancient cave paintings have faded due to environmental factors and chemical degradation.
The intensity of bioluminescent signals fades exponentially in deep-sea organisms.
Quantum coherence tends to fade rapidly due to environmental interference.
The photosynthetic response in leaves fades as chlorophyll molecules break down.
Fading.
Fading.
The fading of radioactive isotopes follows a precise mathematical decay pattern. Fadeless.
Fadeless. The development of fadeless dyes revolutionized textile preservation techniques. Diminish, wane, deteriorate, decay.
减少、衰退、恶化、腐朽。
Intensify, strengthen, enhance, flourish.
加强、增强、提升、繁荣。
Faint.
Faint.
To lose consciousness briefly. Lacking in strength, clarity, or distinctness.
昏倒、失去知觉、微弱的、模糊的。
Radio waves from pulsars emit faint periodic signals across vast cosmic distances. Ancient hieroglyphics on the tomb walls had grown faint after millennia of exposure.
Quantum entanglement effects become increasingly faint with environmental interference.
Solar neutrinos leave only faint traces in underground detection chambers.
Bioluminescent organisms produce faint light through chemical reactions.
Faintness.
Faintness.
Magnetic field faintness increases exponentially with distance from Earth's core. Fainting.
Fainting. Blood glucose imbalance often triggers sudden fainting episodes. Weak, dim, vague, indistinct.
虚弱的、暗淡的、模糊的、不清楚的。
Strong, clear, distinct, vivid.
强烈的、清晰的、明显的、生动的。
Fair.
Fair.
Treating everyone equally according to rules and standards. Neither excellent nor poor. An organized event for displaying and exchanging goods, ideas, or achievements.
公平的、公正的、中等的。展览会、集市、博览会。
Quantum measurements require fair sampling of particle behaviors across multiple trials. DNA replication ensures fair distribution of genetic material to daughter cells.
Natural selection provides no fair advantage to any species in an ecosystem.
Atmospheric carbon dioxide shows no fair distribution across global regions.
Symbiotic relationships require fair exchange of resources between organisms.
Fairness.
Fairness.
Ocean currents distribute heat fairly across marine ecosystems. Fairly.
Fairly. Genetic diversity ensures fairness and species adaptation potential. Equitable, just, impartial, unbiased.
公平的、公正的、无偏见的、客观的。
Unfair, biased, prejudiced, unjust.
不公平的、有偏见的、不公正的、不公义的。
Familiar.
Familiar.
Well known, often encountered or experienced. Having good knowledge of something.
熟悉的、常见的、通晓的。
Primates exhibit familiar patterns of social behavior across different species. Ancient pottery fragments reveal familiar geometric patterns across diverse civilizations.
Mitochondrial DNA shows familiar structural elements in most eukaryotic cells.
Neural networks recognize familiar patterns in complex data structures.
Quantum mechanics presents concepts quite unfamiliar to classical physics.
Familiarity.
Familiarity.
Repeated exposure to musical patterns creates familiarity in cognitive processing. Familiarize.
Familiarize. Students must familiarize themselves with laboratory safety protocols. Known, acquainted, conversant, versed.
熟知的、熟悉的、精通的、熟练的。
Strange, unfamiliar, unknown, foreign.
陌生的、不熟悉的、未知的、外来的。
Fancy.
Fancy.
Ornate, elaborately decorative or sophisticated. To imagine, desire, or want something.
华丽的、精致的、装饰的、想象、渴望、期望。
The Baroque period was characterized by fancy architectural ornamentation that reflected the wealth of European monarchies. The archaeological excavation revealed fancy pottery designs that indicated sophisticated artistic techniques.
Ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs incorporated fancy pictorial elements to convey complex meanings.
Art Nouveau movement emphasized fancy curved lines derived from observations of natural forms.
Medieval illuminated manuscripts demonstrated fancy calligraphy techniques using gold and vibrant pigments.
Fanciful.
Fanciful.
The fanciful designs in Gothic architecture challenged traditional building methods. Fanciness.
Fanciness. The fanciness of Renaissance court fashion reflected social status and wealth. Ornate, elaborate, decorative, sophisticated.
华丽的、精致的、装饰的、精湛的。
Plain, simple, ordinary, unadorned.
朴素的、简单的、普通的、朴实的。
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Extraordinarily good or attractive, imaginative or fanciful. An imaginative or fanciful idea or notion.
极好的、非凡的、富有想象力的、幻想的概念或想法。
The quantum tunneling effect demonstrates fantastic phenomena that particles can pass through seemingly impenetrable barriers. The hydrothermal vents create fantastic ecosystems where life thrives in extreme temperatures.
The discovery of exoplanets has revealed fantastic diversity in planetary systems across the galaxy.
The human brain exhibits fantastic plasticity in response to learning and environmental changes.
Bioluminescent organisms display fantastic adaptations to deep-sea environments.
Fantastically.
Fantastically.
The electron microscope revealed fantastically detailed structures of cellular components. Fantasticality.
Fantasticality. The fantasticality of quantum mechanics challenges our classical understanding of physics. Extraordinary, remarkable, wonderful, marvelous.
非凡的、卓越的、精彩的、绝妙的。
Ordinary, mundane, commonplace, unremarkable.
普通的、平凡的、普遍的、平庸的。
Fashion.
Fashion.
A popular or the latest style of clothing, hair, decoration, or behavior. To make or shape something, especially with careful attention to detail.
流行、时尚、方式、形式、制作、塑造。
Archaeological evidence suggests that ancient civilizations fashioned intricate jewelry from locally available materials. Cultural anthropologists study how different societies fashion their social hierarchies and value systems.
Early hominins fashioned stone tools with remarkable precision for hunting and food preparation.
Ancient pottery fragments reveal how civilizations fashioned clay vessels for storage and ceremonial purposes.
Indigenous cultures fashioned their traditional garments, using techniques passed down through generations.
Fashionable.
Fashionable.
The excavation revealed fashionable accessories worn by elite members of the ancient society. Fashioning.
Fashioning. The fashioning of bronze weapons marked a significant technological advancement in human history. Create, shape, form, construct.
创造、塑造、形成、建造。
Destroy, demolish, dismantle, ruin.
破坏、拆除、拆解、毁坏。
Favor.
Favor.
To prefer or support one thing over another. Approval, support, or preference. An act of kindness.
偏爱、青睐、赞同、支持、恩惠、好意。
Natural selection tends to favor organisms that are better adapted to their specific environmental conditions. Environmental pressures favor certain genetic traits that enhance survival in specific habitats.
Current climate conditions favor the growth of drought-resistant plant species in arid regions.
The experimental results favor the hypothesis that symbiotic relationships enhance species survival.
Evolutionary adaptations that favor energy conservation often persist in populations over time.
Favorable.
Favorable.
Favorable mutations can increase an organism's chances of survival in changing environments. Favored.
Favored. The favored traits in a population often reflect successful adaptations to environmental challenges. Support, prefer, endorse, advocate.
支持、偏爱、认可、提倡。
Oppose, reject, discourage, disapprove.
反对、拒绝、阻止、不赞成。
Well done. Take a break and remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Let's keep our learning motivation fresh.
To have another language is to possess a second soul.